Hey, you guys. Okay, so we are going to check the work today. And the only way for me to figure this out right now is to do this in the classroom, and it has to be completely dark in order for you to be able to see this Promethean well. So we're just going to go from here. We're going to give this a try. Maybe next week will be different. I don't know. But for right now, this is what we're doing. So let's go ahead and get started. So take your packet out and go to the first page. This is helping people. All right, so Clara Barton was born in 1821. When she was 11, her brother fell ill. He fell from a roof. Clara took care of him. That was the start of her life's work. Clara became a teacher. She taught in a one-room schoolhouse. She was a good teacher. She cared about her students. In 1861, America was at war. Clara wanted to help. She took food to soldiers. She helped doctors treat the hurt soldiers. She talked to the soldiers and listened to them. Clara made them feel better. After the war, she helped find missing soldiers. In 1869, Clara went to Europe. Another war began. She worked with a group called the International Red Cross. They helped the soldiers. In 1873, Clara went home. She wanted to start a Red Cross in America. In 1881, she started the group. Clara led the Red Cross until 1904. She was 83. Today, the Red Cross still helps people, and it is a pretty amazing organization. Let's go ahead and look at our questions, and we're going to be flipping back and forth because I want you to underline proof that you find, okay? So be prepared to find proof. First of all, it says Clara Barton helped others. All right, the answer is, as we can see, the answer is A, all of her life. Well, let's go back and find proof. Underline the proof that you have. She helped others all of her life. Hopefully, you have things like here where it says it was the start of her life's work. This word is a really good key to that. Her life's work, helping others, taking care of them. And even honestly, in the rest of this passage here, it talks about her becoming a teacher that's helping others. Here she helped doctors. Here she helped find soldiers. She worked with the International Red Cross. Here she started a group all about helping others. There is my proof for that. The next one. When did Claire first show that she wanted to help others? You should have had B, when she took care of her brother. Notice the the context word here, the proof word is start. That is a good indication that this was the beginning. The beginning. The next one. After Clara went to Europe, she started the American Red Cross. Now, this one, I'm going to be honest with you, this one got me because I wanted to put helped find missing soldiers. But if I went back here to my proof, I do see where it says here, after the war, she helped find missing soldiers. But notice, this was in America. The question says, after she went to Europe. So basically, I can't start until about right here where it says in 1869 she went to Europe. Well, she worked with the group International Red Cross. She helped soldiers. Then she started her group. So that's a pretty big deal here. This one was A. She started the American Red Cross. Then we've got for the American Red Cross, what? Helps all people in need. And that's a pretty big deal. You can tell that that's the answer and not just truckers, really? Okay. Farmers and only children. If it had soldiers on there, it would probably be a little bit more making you want to push that one or, click that one because you would think, oh, because the International Red Cross, they helped soldiers. That's what it was about. But she was so inspired, it says here, that she wanted to start and she wanted it to help all people. And that's exactly what Red Cross does. It helps all people. It's not just about helping soldiers or helping very poor people or helping a certain color people or helping a certain gender people. It's about all people. And so that's a pretty big deal there. The last one. Clara Barton worked with the blank. She wanted a blank in America. She worked with the doctors, true, and she wanted a hospital. Well, we know she worked with the doctors, but she didn't start a hospital, so that can't be it. Obviously, the answer is D, but ruling out process of elimination. She worked with the American Red Cross. Well, she did because she started it, but she didn't want a war in America. I mean, come on. C can't be it. And then B, she worked with the soldiers. True. Then she wanted the battlefield. No, come on. And then the bonus. Hopefully on the back of this page you did do the bonus. And if you did, you get a bonus point. Go you. You tell one way the American Red Cross helps people, and there were multiple proof here that you can find. I'll check yours and see if you get the bonus. All right. All right, this next one. This one was our adjectives, and I did post a small little video that Miss McKinnon did about adjectives. I loved it. It was just a simple video of talking. Remember, an adjective describes a noun. An adjective describes a noun. And so think about any noun, a person, place, or thing, giving you some clue about that. Notice these words like blue sky, first game, beautiful flower, cold ice, long neck, only one nose. Notice these are actually two adjectives here. Only and one are adjectives there. Large class, red one, sad story, crazy idea, smaller. This is describing youngest is an adjective, describing the puppy, and smaller is describing the comparative to the other one. So, love that. And then down was biggest piece of cake, Italian food. I love this. Favorite Italian food. These are both adjectives there. Silly story, French fries. Busy time, friendly person, old shirt, small kitten. Fast. It's at the very end, but it is describing all the way the front of car. Race is also an adjective describing car. And orange. This was a weird adjective, I know, and it's also an article. It's a weird, there's a weird type of thing there because a, the, and are also articles, but they're also adjectives because it's describing the idea that there's only one orange here. So, your crossword should basically look like this. Yes, Miss Schwab had to do this when I normally would have just used one of y'all's as an example, but I had to do it. So, there you go. It should look like this. Yes, I'm going to tell you this right now. I don't know if anybody else did this, but I initially got 15 across wrong because I put silly. And then I got to 3 down and I was like, oh man, I had to white it out and go do it again. So if you did that, or say you didn't do that, you're amazing. And you're smarter than your teacher, so there you go. Okay, so it should look a lot like this. Let's look at the, oops, dang it. Okay, let's look at this. Here we go. Are you ready? Whose house is this? I love this. This one was a good one. People and even some animals live in warm, snug houses. Other domestic animals, such as horses and cows, live in barns. But where do wild animals make their homes? Let's explore some types of homes for animals that live in the wild. Nests, which is, by the way, it is a very unusual thing to have your subcategory here underlined. I thought that was really weird, but think about what it does to have your subcategory underlined here and what the use of that is. Nest. Birds build nests from grass, twigs, and mud. Many birds' nests are found in trees. If you live in the city, you can see nests that birds build in the nooks and crannies of buildings. Caves. Wolves, bears, lions, and tigers live in caves. A cave makes a good home because the animal doesn't have to build it. He just claims it as his own. Caves are found underwater, too. Sharks and other fish sleep in underwater caves. Webs. Spider webs have 2 purposes. One purpose is the spider's home. The other purpose is to capture the spider's dinner in the sticky web. Shells. Clams, oysters, and other animals with soft bodies produce calcium. The calcium forms a hard, safe home for the animal. These homes go wherever the animal goes. Burrows and holes. Foxes, rabbits, and prairie dogs dig holes in the ground to live in. Some are one simple hole. Others are complex systems of underground rooms. Other animals live in hollow logs, hollow trees, or hives. Animals that live in the wild use resources from their environment to make the best home for their families. Okay, so let's look over here. The first one. Paragraph 1 is important in the article because it, B, tells what the article is about. It does not tell you the houses for humans to live in. It does not tell you about barns for horses. It does not explain how animals build their homes. It just introduces it, which we know The introduction paragraph should always do that. Oh wow, it's really weird to be like dark like that. Okay. Anyway, let's see the next one. Number 2. Wish I could pull sticks and you could answer for me. So Facebook Live would be awesome. It's just not possible for me to do right now at school because it won't let me get on Facebook. So I'm figuring that out, but maybe next week we will figure it out, okay? The underlined words are helpful to the reader because they help the reader find information in the article. Helps you find information in the article. They do not tell you the meaning of the word. They are not new words, and they list homes, but it says for domestic animals. Domestic animal means pets, some types of pets. Well, that's true for some of it. Well, not really, because it talks about wolves and bears and lions. And I mean, unless you're the Tiger King, you are not keeping all those things at your house. Nor spiders or oysters or clams unless you're going to eat them. Okay, so let's see. Number 3, one way a nest is like a shell is that a nest and a shell. So at this point, I hope that you somehow went from here, nest and shell, and kind of went back and forth thinking about these two. Hopefully, you reread both of these information here to be focused on here. So both are made from calcium. Well, I was like, oh, huh. Well, I went back to nest, and I noticed that, no, nests are not made from calcium. Shell, on the other hand, yes, are, but it says both, so that's not going to work. Both are made from grass, twigs, and mud. Well, we just learned that shells are made from calcium. No. And both are found underwater. Well, no, birds don't live underwater. So we know it had to be B, which are both made by the animals that live in them. And then the last one. Explain what makes a spider's web a special home. So notice it says the purpose of a spider's home. The purpose is to capture, first of all, it's to live there, it is the home, and then it's also to capture the dinner of the spider. So I hope you did not write that word for word. If you wrote it word for word, I expect you to change it right now. Writing in your own words what makes a spider web a special home. So here I have... It's to capture the spider's dinner in the sticky web. So I would say that. The web helps the spider capture its food. Period. Boom. Use my own words and wrote it there. Not word for word, ladies and gentlemen. Not word for word. Okay. Let's go to this one. This one was your math review. This was the one I got ready for you. Okay, here we go. Like I said, I wish I could call on you. A package of fruit snacks has 12 fruit snacks. If Carlos has a total of 48 fruit snacks to share, how many packages does he have to share? So we know that he has 48 in all, 12 in each. So there's 48 packages in all, 12 in each. He has a total of 48 fruit snacks to share. How many packages does he have? So he has 48 fruit snacks. Divide them up into groups of 12. That's what you're expected to do. Divide them up into groups of 12. How many is that? Well, we know 48 divided by 12 is 4. Find the quotient. Divide it. 21 divided by 7 is 3. 40 divided by 8 is 5. 30 divided by 6 is 5. 35 divided by 5 is, what is that? 6? 7? 7? 7. Remember my 7s. All right. 2 times 7 equals 2 times how many tens? Hopefully you wrote 7 tens. 7 tens equals 70. Write the number represented by the base 10 blocks. We've got 20 here, and that's 100, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7. Put it all together, I've got 127 is your answer. Find the Complete the equation. I've got 215 minus 95. Subtract that. 5 minus 5 is 0. 1 minus 9, impossible. 2, I'm going to regroup that. That's become a 1. This becomes an 11. 11 minus 9 is now 2. 1, 1, 20. All right, Roland, you're watching just in case I get something wrong, right? Okay, good. Yeah, Roland's here with me, helping me to make sure I get something, because y'all aren't here. Because you know you got to help me just in case I get something wrong. All right, Margot completed 12 problems to finish all her homework. Good job, Margot. How many problems would she need to do to finish 8/12 of her homework? Okay, so she completed all of it. Great job. And she's going to complete 8/12. That means the total is 12, and she did 8 parts of it. And 8 parts of it would be 8 problems, so she would have 8 problems. She completed 8 problems. Hope you put problems. Or Miss Schwab's going to think it's just farts. Don't just put 8. You got to put problems. All right, write an equivalent fraction for the shaded portion. An equivalent fraction for the shaded portion. So the shaded portion I know is 3, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Right? Ninths, right? If I just wrote 3/9, you did not ATQA. It says write an equivalent fraction for this. So this is 3/9, but basically I need 3/9 equals my answer. My answer here, 3/9 equals my answer. Well, I can double it. Go ahead and double it. That's just an easy equivalent fraction. So 3 and 3 would be 6, and 9 and 9 would be 18. So 6/18 is an equivalent fraction to 3/9. The shaded part represents, well, let's see, let's do the total. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's 7 in all, and there's 3/7. The shaded part represents 3/7. Yes. Okay. Let's see. Each eraser weighs 3 grams. If Mr. Klein has 27 grams of erasers, how many erasers does he have? So he's got 27 in all, and he's going to divide them up into 3 groups of 3. 3 grams. He's got 27 grams in all. Dividing them up into groups of 3. So that would be 27 divided by 3. 27 divided by 3 is 9. Right? Yeah, 9. So it'd be 9. 9. And the question says how many erasers? Please write erasers. If you didn't write erasers, what do I think it is?
Fart.
All right. Count to find the area of the shape. Goodness, I hope somebody wrote A equals length times width. If you wrote that, raise your hand. I can't really see it, but it'd be great. I hope you wrote area equals length times width, just because you always need to write area equals length times width. When you see, it tells you to write area. But this was an easy area. This was just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 square units. That was a little baby one. How many sets of parallel sides does a hexagon have? Remember, please underline parallel. Parallel, yes, when Miss Schroep writes, you write parallel equals, I'm going to put 2 straight lines like that. Remember, perpendicular, it's a long word, is like a plus sign. Okay? Perpendicular is like that, or like an X a lot of times. Remember, parallel means, so I've got 1 here, so that's 1. Oh, here's another one, though. It's another one and another one. How many sets? It means you have to have 2. So here's 1, 2, 3. There are 3 sets. Hopefully you wrote 3 sets. 3 sets. See, I can keep going. These lines, they'll never touch. These, These lines, never touch. These lines here, never touch. That's why I've got 3 sets. How many right angles are inside the shape? Well, if you took your card, I took my card, I put it in the corner, up, I'm going to circle that because I know it's 1. Put this one in the corner of that corner. Nope. I put this one in this corner. Perfect. I'm going to circle it. Put it in this corner. Nope. Now put it in the last corner. Well, it needs to go up like that. Perfect. Hopefully you wrote 3 right angles. All right, so I expect to see this corrected. Listen, if you didn't get it right the first time, that's fine. But you should have fixed it to make it correct, please. Fixed it to make it correct. And remember, if Miss Schwab gets anything wrong on here, like, put a comment at the bottom of the page. Be like, yeah, you were wrong about that, Miss Schwab. And let me know. Maybe you were right. Maybe I'll give you even more bonus. Here we go. Okay, I went ahead and did this. Check yours to see if you are right. 8 times 2, 16. 7 times 3. Oh, wait a second. Oh, here we go. Back down again. Are you ready? 8 times 2, 16. 7 times 3, 21. 6 times 4, 24. 5 times 3, 15. 4 times 3, 12. 3 times 10, 30. 9 times 2, 18. 1 times 7, 7. 9 times 4, 36. 10 times 6, 60. 5 times 8, 40. 7 times 7, 49. 6 times 9, 54. 5 times 5, 25. 4 times 7, 28. 3 times 3, 9. 2 times 7, 14. 9 times 9, 81. 8 times 8, 64. 7 times 6, 42. 6 times 8, 48. 5 times 2, 10. 4 times 8, 32. 3 times 9, 27. 2 times 2, 4. Question at the bottom. What do snowmen eat for breakfast? Well, if you did it correctly, you should have Frosted Flakes. That's funny. Okay, Roland, be ready to turn the light on for me.
Wait, turn the light on?
Be ready. Okay, so let's go through this really quickly. You got 3 times 7, 21. 4 times 9, 36. 5 times 6, 30. 2 times 8, 16. 7 times 6, 42. 8 times 5, 40. 2 times 2, 4. 4 times 8, 32. 7 times 7, 49. 6 times 2, 12. 8 times 8, 64. 4 times 5, 20. 8 times 9, 72. 5 times 3, 15. 6 times 9, 54. 2 times 7, 14. 5 times 5, 25. 8 times 3, 24. Remember, Miss Schwab is going too fast. This is a video. You can always pause it and go back. Don't freak out, okay? So, are you ready? Yes, Miss Schwab had to do this. I did this just for you. I used crayons. Does yours look like mine? It's a big Easter egg. Oh, man, you can't really see it. But it's a big Easter egg. Oh, isn't that adorable? Yes, if you'll notice, all these were white, and I'll let you know, they freaked me out at first, too. And I texted my friends who gave me this page, and I was like, you gave me a bad page. But no, it's fine. Those were supposed to be white, so don't worry about those if they were white. And if you did this page, I did not add this page, but apparently whoever added this page also did it for you, so you didn't have to worry about that. And I heard Weller really enjoyed this spring word search, so hope you guys did too. It can be frustrating. And the cat crazy. I hope it went well for you. Miss Schwab did not do this, but I will look forward to looking at yours done completed. Lights on. All right, so I'm done. Wow, finally. All right, so answered everything. If you have any questions, put it at the bottom. And love you guys. Miss you. And feel pretty good about that. Your parents will come, and they need to turn this in on Tuesday. I will be there on Tuesday from 9:30 to 10:30. They broke it up, and now I'm only allowed to be there outside from 9:30 to 10:30. So if your parents want to come at that time, from 9:30 to 10:30, they'll see me, and they can ask any questions they have, or if they want to see me face to face, or if you want to come and we can't talk to each other, but we can wave at each other. I'm sorry. 9:30, 10:30 on Tuesday. Monday, I will not be here. So we're just going to go from there. I love you, and I'll see you soon. Keep up the good work. Enjoy your weekend. Bye.